I just woke up. We're watching
magnificent infield of a PUA, and he's spiking. He's spiking emotions. He's teasing. He's funny. The Black Pill guys would just call that jester maxing, wouldn't they? The Black Pill guys. Um, and it looks magnificent. It feels magnificent. It makes you feel good. Makes him feel good. The girl feels good because she's getting a show. They exchange numbers, and that text doesn't end up in that phone number doesn't end up in a date. It just ends up in a little bit of texting, a little bit of banter. He tries to maintain the fun through the text. It fails. Maybe he ends up on a date and he doesn't get the lay. Maybe he gets the lay, but it doesn't end up in any sort of retention. Now, what we really need to do is look at what girls the lay with, and then the retention, and she stays around. What was his vibe? What was his attitude? What was it like leading up to that 10 yeah, locking in as a regular, and then reversing the other one. And so, what did coach or a guy putting out these infields, or you yourself, when are you getting a girl as your girlfriend? How did you meet her, and what did the initial interaction look like? How were you behaving? Don't think about the ones that made you feel good. Don't use the interactions or the approaches that you made that seemed like they were working. Just take the ones that did work and then think about the very beginning. That's how we start to get to the truth of the matter. That, even though it is a little bit pseudoscience-y, I would say if we are trying to investigate the best way for this to work for you, it would have to be the ones that end up in as a regular, and then taking into account not only how you approached her, how you met her, how you texted her, how you dated her, the first lay, how many dates till the lay? Was it the first date, or did you do the standard 3 dates? And then as your regular girl or your girlfriend, how that law, and then we replicate that. This is going to be different on who you are. If I like myself, or you're an Asian guy, or who are you approaching? What demographics are you? What demographics is she? What's her education level? What's her mate value? What's her age? There's so many variables, isn't there? And so if the majority of guys are just thinking, that was a fun interaction, that was simple pickup fun, that was very simple, then the problem here is that this is why the whole dating industry has such a bad reputation, because you've got a false expectation based on false everything. I'm sure a lot of you guys have recently seen what happened with Sadia Khan, the drama with Sadia Khan. My understanding is that Sadia Khan, everyone's accusing her of having fake qualifications, etc. I guess the truth is yet to come out. But it's not just that, but there's false expectations out there. And I think a lot of you guys, you see Instagram, you see YouTube, you see TikTok, and portraying this magnificent lifestyle is really just exaggerating it to sell a product. And you have these expectations that cause you to kind of feel inadequate when you really need to feel inadequate, because in reality, a lot of them aren't really leading the life that they make it a living. It's just a little bit fake, a little bit unnecessary. So, same is hard. This is how we make lifestyle approaches every day. We keep consistent. It takes a couple of months a day, 12 years. Refine your time while you're working, while you're studying, while you're focusing on family, while you're doing other things in your life, gym, exercise. It doesn't take up a lot of time. It's about consistency, turning it. I have a bunch of books I read, Psychology of Game in a Game. They're written just off the top of my head. There's Grit by Angela Duckworth, and there's The Winner Effect. Off the top of my head, there's multiple others there. Solid tennis, and we go deep. But that is this. We just keep consistently turning up, finding a game over time. And, you keep improving, and you keep turning consistently. Mirrors do and you do get laid, you do get a girlfriend. And I think over the years I've been coaching, there's not many that have failed. The guys that have failed have either quit or they've had some sort of a mental problem, and that's held them back. But there's been so many guys that have even had mental problems and problems with their life and their lives, and they've still succeeded. So this can be overcome with consistency, and you're going to approach a lot of girls, you're going to get a lot of rejection. Things are, you're going to get a lot of numbers that are going to flake on you, especially in the early stages. You're going to get a lot of dates and they're not going to go well. You're going to get a lot of pulls. You're going to have so many girls come back to your place and then go, oh, I'm going home, see you later. So every phase in approaching, taking photos for Tinder and Bumble, etc., cold approaching girls, getting numbers, lining up the dates, the strategies, the pulling, delays. At every point, you're going to have problems. Oh no, I'm getting so many one-night stands and the girls are not coming back. There's always going to be a problem. Oh, I've got too many regulars. How do I schedule all of my regulars in? You see? We have one dude that just jumped in the pool. And so I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that it's okay to get the rejection and it's okay for things to go wrong in the early stages and that everything's going to be okay. I am a big believer of, without getting too philosophical here, myself, I was laying there in pain, chronic pain. I couldn't walk more than 50 meters. There's a lot of guys in the pickup community that could definitely confirm this, that there was a lot of, they would see that I couldn't even walk 50 meters without needing to sit down. I was in chronic pain. I was living in abject poverty. And I just stayed as positive as I could. And I kept working towards my goals. I'm going to find myself a hot girlfriend. I'm going to continue approaching. I'm going to continue meeting girls. I'm going to continue trying to figure out how to gain more cash and influence in this world. I'm going to try to figure out how I can live a better life and be happier within myself, etc. And I just kept visualizing it and focusing on it. And even today, it's just an ongoing battle that men have to go through all the time. So I think no matter where you are in life, it's important that consistency, turning up every day, staying positive, visualizing a positive future and working towards it. These are all great things that can improve your life and improve your dating life. And so I just wanted to put out more of a positive message today. And hopefully that has resonated with you guys. If you like that, I highly recommend you do some online dating with myself, online coaching, dating coaching, sign up, fill out the form. Highly recommended and that work. Also, kind of so of a counselor as well. You did up kind of down. I can. You end up being a bit of a counselor at some stage. Maybe it's because that guy just went behind me. But it's highly recommended signing up and coaching as I try to fix the light on this damn thing. Yeah. Oh well. Turn that right up. There we go. Yeah. I recommend for you guys to sign up online coaching, and that's probably the best way. Not probably, it definitely is. And highly recommended. And check out the AI bot. My camera is messed up now for some reason, so I'm going to end the video. See you guys in the next one.